Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome, family, to Along with Firearms Training on this October 29th, 2023. I am your host, Juan J. Johnson, coming to you live on today. Apologize for the lateness of the hour, but we are here. Looking forward to having a discussion with you on tonight about God, guns, and war, because we are in the era of war. Let's make no mistake about it, family. We're at war. If you don't think we're at war, you look around. You look around. Watch your television. Watch your television. See the builds. See the buildup. See the buildup. Again, we are at war, family. And before I get into my text, let me just get this out the way first. I need you to go to Along with Firearms Training, lwftraining.com. I need you to go to lwftraining.com right now. Sign up for the courses, your wear and carries, your concealed carries, your intro to firearms, your laser tactical training. What else? If you no longer want your weapon, you can actually contact us and leave a note saying you don't want it. We'll fly out to you, come get the weapon, transfer from your place, your residence, to the company for educational purposes. Again, we are serious about training people, training you, getting you ready, and keeping you ready. Because, family, it is serious out here in these streets, in these United States streets, in these county streets, in these city streets, in these municipal streets, in these states that we're living in. It is very serious out here. And I don't want to be the one to scare you. This is not about scare. This is about keeping you ready and getting you ready. Again, the title for tonight is God, Guns, and War. Why I'm saying God, Guns, and War? Well, family, I look at the internet. I scour the internet. I check things out just to gauge a pulse of what's going on, just to gauge a pulse, to see what we're talking about. What are we discussing? What are our conversations? And I have reached the conclusion that you don't really hear people from the African American or the foundational Black American or the colored or the Black community paying attention to this war piece. I mean, we're talking about relationships. We're talking about churches, and we're talking about the latest current events. We're talking about finances. We're talking about love. We're talking about joy. We're talking about peace. We're talking about everything but preparing for a war that we are presently in. We're in two wars. Two. We're funding two wars, the Ukraine's and the Israeli war. Two family. And why you don't see, or I'm not seeing, or many who are in the community that I service, hearing our community concerned about what's going on, it's baffling. It's very baffling to me. I'm coming to the realization that we have been so conditioned. We've been under, I would say, extended grace for a long time. Extended grace. You see, what is extended grace? America has been under extended grace. The Americans have been under extended grace for a long time. Extended grace is basically when you or in a nation, I would say the most powerful military nation in the world. And we have not had no type of war on our shores for a long time. We've taken the war to other countries, but we haven't necessarily experienced the war on our shores. Okay. Now, as a Black American, we know we've been at war against this system of white male dominant culture since we've been here, prior to the boats or just them making first contacts with the inhabitants of the land. Okay. Because again, a lot of us were here before the ships. Okay. But we have always been in some type of war, domestic. Okay. But now, in this 21st century, we are faced with the possibility. I'm not even saying possibility. We are already at war because we are funding, we are supplying two parties. And I know that we can get so caught up into relationship conversations. We can get so caught up into the scriptures, whether it's the love, the joy, the peace, the hope. But where is the leadership among our politicians, among our preachers, among our business leaders? I mean, where is the leadership even amongst our so-called, as Malcolm would say, as Malcolm X would say, our so-called civil right leaders? Ask yourself this question. Who do you know right now who's trying to get you ready for war that we're already in? Where is the watchman on the wall? Where are the shepherds? Where are these leaders that we put so much of our emotional capital into, that we've trusted for decades, right? Where are they? What are they saying? And why aren't they getting you ready for what is happening? Why aren't they telling you to become responsible gun owners, gun users? Why aren't they telling you to make sure that you can defend yourself, your family, your friends, your community, your city, your state, and possible the nation? Family, America has only 330 million citizens on paper. That does not include those 15 to 20 million illegals that's here. We got about 15 to 20 million illegals here. But on paper, we have about 330 million. And the majority of those classify themselves as white. They're about 225 million. Okay. Then you have Hispanics, 50 million. Then you have Black Americans, about 42 to 46 million. Then you have the others that fill in the blanks, the Asians, the Caribbeans, the Indians, the Africans. So that's the melting pot. That's the melting pot, family. If you're paying attention to what's going on, again, I look at these social media streets, I scour looking at especially those who have a real big following. those who people repeat what they say. I'm not even hearing from those personalities to get ready. It's almost like everybody is saying the same thing, right? And if everybody's saying the same thing, then who is thinking? We can't always talk about Will Smith and Jada. We just can't. We can't all talk about the latest gossip with the preachers, the latest gossip with your politicians, okay? The latest scandal, okay? We can't all be talking about challenges in relationships, how how to interact with each other. We can't be all talking about finances, okay? I mean, we got some real serious issues, even down to the homelessness, the suicide rates, right? The missing persons, okay? Nationally, I'm talking about nationally. What about this illegal immigrant crisis? And I've said it once and I'm gonna say it again. Those are soldiers. I'm not seeing women and children. I'm seeing grown males who fit the legal age of an army. We may have about 10 to 15 million soldiers on this soil waiting and ready for the order to galvanize and come together and strike. America is perceived as the strongest nation in the world because of our military might. And I've always said, how do you take out something that's impenetrable, something that appears to be indestructible? How do you take that thing out? Especially if it's an animal. How do you destroy an animal that's indestructible, right? You have to starve it. If you starve it, it loses its strength. If you starve it, it loses its power. Okay? And by you seeing all these people coming in through these border and all our tax dollars having to fund them, okay? And then you seeing all our monies being pushed out to assist in these wars, family, after a while, we would not be able to sustain this type of giving, doing. We're going to deplete the resources. We're going to starve. We're going to starve. When I mean by starve, I'm talking about if we're constantly sending missiles and jets and planes and arsenal to others to help their war, then you're weakening the infrastructure of America. If we're being spread thin, and I know what your president said, we're America. We can fight multiple wars at one time. Okay. Okay. All it takes is one person, one country who has a nuke to just nuke another country. And it's a game changer. It's a game changer, family. And I don't want to scare you, but I mean to warn you. that you need to get ready. You need to stay ready. And you need to go get you a gun. And you need to get you a shotgun or a rifle. And you need to get you some training right now. It's just that serious. It's just that serious. And watch this. And it's not so much more about the wars that we're fighting right now, family, but we have our own neighborhood squabbles that's going on nationwide with the carjackings, with the youngins that are out of pocket right now. There were people afraid to walk to their homes and houses, afraid to go get some gas from the gas stations. Okay? I'm saying to you, I'm saying to you, I'm saying to you, you need to become responsible gun owners and gun users like never before. If you don't have no man, that's all right. For this purpose, you need you to get you something to protect yourself. Because when times get hard, then people begin to steal, and they will steal from you. If you got it and they want it, they're gonna come after your stuff. And you got to at least be able to protect yourself. Protect yourself. Protect your family. Protect your property. Okay? Again, I'm gonna drop this up here real quick. The Watchmen, Isaiah 56 and 10. And before I go there, I know I was supposed to have a special guest on tonight. And she's under the weather. I want you to pray for her. And she sent me the text, and I said, it's okay, take care of yourself first. Please take care of yourself. So please pray for Pastor Wilkins, who was supposed to be on tonight, and she couldn't be here. So my prayers go out to her from the crown of her head to the sole of her feet, that she be touched and that she be healed and that she be a quick recovery. Because that's what we do here too. It says God, guns, and war. We talk about God because we're not afraid to. We talk about guns, which is weapons. And we're going to talk about war because it's upon us. War is upon us. Family, I'm a right age of 50 something. Okay. When I was 20, when I was in my teens, I did childish things. Okay. When I was coming up, I did childish things. Okay. When I became a man, I put those things away because men are supposed to be what? Protectors, providers, and men are supposed to give instructions. Because I don't hear people mention that third part of what a man is supposed to do. He doesn't just provide, he doesn't just protect, he gives instructions. Okay? And I say that to say this, or I say all that to say this. As a responsible man who see the writing on the wall, who sees that the people who we've put so much trust in, they are dogs, they are blind, they are dumb, they are sleepy, they won't bark. I'm talking about your legislators, your politicians, okay, whether you're local or you're national, okay. I'm talking about your preachers, those you love so well, but have not said nothing about getting you ready for a possible invasion or telling you to protect yourself against foreign and domestic enemies. We have enemies, family. I don't know why you think that you don't have no enemies. Okay? We have people who don't care for us. whether individually or collectively, where we have people who don't care for us. And we have people who will do you some harm. Say this again. We have people who will do you some harm. We have people out here in these streets, in this country, that will watch you and your family starve to death. Okay? Say this again. There are people, your neighbors, your community, who you don't even know, but they're in your neighborhood. If they had to choose between feeding their family and feeding your family, your family will starve. Okay? We are approaching these dangerous times. And I need you to become serious. I need you to be serious. I need you to be serious. Just because your favorite entertainer, your favorite athlete, your favorite civil rights leader, your favorite news pundit, okay, your favorite politician is not warning you, that don't mean it's not dangerous out here. Okay. And again, look here, watch this. Do you think I really want to come and do this and say this? I really don't want to say this. I'd rather be chilling, just chilling, not saying nothing. But I understand this, that the proof of love is the willingness to protect. That's the proof of love, family. You want to know somebody really love you? Are they willing to protect you? That's the proof. And if they're not talking about protecting you, you've got to question their love. I question your politicians. I question your preachers. I question your business leaders. I question your civil rights leaders because they're not saying nothing. You would think that your civil rights leaders, seeing that we're on the brink of war, okay? They ain't saying nothing. Your preachers, your imams, your elders, your reverends, your prophets. Why aren't they saying anything? As Marvin Gaye would say, what's going on? What's going on? If you look at the news, and I'm not talking about your legacy networks, I'm not talking about your traditional networks, I'm not talking about New York Times, New York Post, I'm not talking about ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, NPT, BBC. I'm talking about some other agencies who are laser like focused on what's going on in this world. It's almost like your traditional information sources have been told to keep the public dumb, to keep talking about foolishness, to keep them entertained. Like that movie from Gladiator, Russell Crowe. Are you entertained enough? Keep you thinking about football and basketball and boxing and anything that would make you serious about your welfare, your food supplies, your batteries, your water, stocking up. Where is this information coming? You don't want to get this information before they drop the bomb. I mean, after they drop the bombs, you want this information before they drop the bombs. I need y'all to share this video. I need you to share this video. I need you to like this video, unlike this video. I need you to not be selfish and share the video on every platform I'm on, because I'm trying to get you ready for what's about to take place in these United States and around the world. Because the way they are escalating the rhetoric, the way they're escalating, the maneuvering of the military ships, the way the other country leaders, prime ministers are talking about, look, they're pulling their diplomats, they're pulling their ambassadors from other countries, they're pulling them out of those war countries. Okay? When you start pulling your diplomats out of countries or your ambassadors, and you start seeing the first aid ships, the nurses, the doctors are being sent to that area, you know it's almost like it's no turning back. When you're seeing thousands and thousands of troops being sent out with the possibility they may not return, you got to be, okay, what's important to me? What's important? Do I have what I need? Do I have my candles in case the power grid go out? Because there are bombs out there that don't necessarily will destroy buildings. They get MPDs, EMs that can just shut down a whole grid, a whole region, and you will have no electricity. Do you have your flashlights? Do you have your batteries? Do you have your candles? Do you have your water? Do you have your water stored up? Do you have your canned foods? Do you have your ammo for your guns? Do you have your gun box, your ammo box, for your ammo? Huh? Ammo box. I can put about 10 boxes of ammo in this box right here. You can go get this box from Costco. Go to Costco's and get these boxes. Okay? Do you have your gun box? Huh? That you can put your guns in. You can travel with these boxes. Huh? Come on, family. I need y'all to be serious. I need you to pay attention to what's happening. Look here, I can't even watch TV. Because the foolishness is at an all-time high. Why aren't we taking this war thing serious? Because we're acting like that we are the boys or the females or the boys or the males in a bubble, that it can never happen to us. We Americans, we watch wars. Wars don't come on our shores. For those in the gun community and those who pay attention to what's going on, we know it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before there's a strike. And we know to have our bug out bags. Our bags, just in case we have to take what we need and go off the grid. And you just may see one of those real time The Walking Dead where you're scavengers. Okay? Family, we have been under extended grace for a long time. And there are people in leadership who have a vested interest in seeing wars take out, wars happening. A lot of people did, and their stocks go up. Their wartime stocks go up. I just need you to be serious. I need you to be serious about protecting yourself, protecting your family, protecting your friends, protecting your faith. And I need you to be serious about being ready and willing to fight. Because we're at that place. Never in my life have I seen this type of buildup. And we're just seconds away from a major war. Okay? We have a weak president. And like any shark, once he smell blood in the water, or once he just pick on the movement of something that's in the water that's shaking, that's feels like it's fluttering, they go for the attack. You cannot listen to me, right? And see your president, our president, and say he's operating at a strength. And the global world see that he is not operating at a strength. Very fragile. And if I was a prime minister or president, I would take advantage of him too. Why? Why? Because he's weak. And it's an unfortunate reality, because if he's weak, then this country is weak. The perception. Okay. Look at us, man. Look at us. Guys like myself, masculine, direct, are under attack for being too masculine. I was at a store the other day. The brother was a cashier. Big dude. Big swole dude. One of his coworkers asked him the question. He answered it. She said these words, "Why you gotta be so masculine?" I looked at him. I looked at her. And I just kept quiet. He just laughed it off. But how do you question a person's masculinity? He's a man. We're men. Men are supposed to be masculine. We protect. We provide. We give instructions. I'm giving instructions right now. That's why I said share the video, because I'm giving instructions. I need you to do these things. Get your gun, get your ammo box, get your gun box, get your flashlights, get your candles, get your batteries, get your dry foods. That's instructions. This is what should be told to you by your leadership. I don't plan to be your leadership. I'm just a concerned brother who realized where are these people that you respect, and how come they ain't saying nothing? You need about 2 shotguns. You need at least 1 rifle. You need a handgun, whether revolver or semi-automatic handgun. You need to be practicing. You need to go some classes and get trained immediately. It's just that serious. It's just that serious. Nothing right now is more important than you protecting yourself. Let me say this again. Nothing right now is more important than you protecting yourself. I'm going to say this again. Nothing right now is more important than you protecting yourself. Okay? Nothing. Especially if you're a female in this Western hemisphere. And the males, I need you to reactivate your self-preservation switch. Turn it back on. Okay? Again, we're at war, family. We are at war, family. We are funding 2 wars, not to mention the other wars that's going on in Africa that we are funding, and the wars that's going on in Brazil that we are funding, and the war possibly in Taiwan that we may be funding against China. But right now, we've got about at least 5 wars in America, the silent wars that we're funding, and the wars that they want you to know about. Like I said, the CIA specializes in international wars. Okay. They don't talk about the CIA wars. Okay. Again, I need you to be serious. I need you to be serious. I need you to bug out bag. Bug out bag. Just type that in your cursor. Bug out bag. Go to Amazon. Okay. Get your bag. It'll have your medical, your pills, stuff that can start a fire, tools that will purify your water, your needle, and your yarn kits. Okay. I need you to go to Amazon and get you some dried food. Some dried food. Okay. You go on Amazon and get you enough dried food for a month or 3 weeks in case you run out. All you need to do is add water to the pack, and you got a MRE, a meal ready to eat. Again, your pastors, your elected officials who have access to this to these wars that's going on, how come they're not warning the people to stay ready, not get ready, but to stay ready for what is going on right now? Okay? But I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. When it happens, they'll be tuning in to Lone Wolf Firearms, right? And wondering, what is he saying today? Because I've been talking about this for a minute. Okay? But guess what? I'm going to be off the grid. I'm going to have my satellite radio. So when they take down the digital radios, all you're going to have to, the only thing you're going to have is use of is a satellite radio. It's just that serious. It's just that serious, family. It's just that serious. Okay? If anybody got a question, they can ask me a question. Anybody got a comment, just put inside the chat. I'll take some questions. I'll take some comments. But again, I need you to be serious about becoming responsible gun owners, gun users. I need you to be serious about getting your license to carry a gun, to be able to buy a gun. Okay? I need you to be serious about finding some good training, whether you're in the DMV, the district, Maryland, Virginia, whether you're in Maine, whether you're in California, whether you're in Florida, whether you're in Texas, whether you're in Wyoming, whether you're in Ohio, Iowa, Pittsburgh, Philly, New York, Connecticut. I don't care how strong the gun laws are in certain states. I need you to be about the business of becoming responsible gun owners, gun users. Get your gun, get your ammo. Okay. The Second Amendment is not a suggestion, it's the right of the people. Okay. And for all those who's been procrastinating, I'm gonna need you to stop procrastinating. It's just that serious. And I'm not gonna be here every day begging you to arm yourself because you already know that you should be arming yourself. You already know it. Okay. We're a war family. We're in a war. War is on our shores. Okay. It's plenty blame to go around, but it's here. We have people in leadership right now who's determined to go to war. And they don't care if your son or daughter is sent, as long as their sons and daughters are exempt, and as long as their plans are carried out. Your families are considered collateral damage. Say this again. You and your families are considered collateral damage. You are expendable. Okay, that's how they see you. But if you think that I'm going out, that I'm not going to go out without making sure that I can protect myself, my family, my friends, my community, maybe the county I'm in, the city, and maybe this nation, because if they come for the nation,
Okay, I found this on the web for Nation because
they gonna serious, always listening. When they come for the nation, they're not gonna ask you, are you a Christian? Are you a Muslim? They're gonna see you as an American. Okay. Be clear about that. So that's my spiel. That's my spiel. I ain't saying no more. Again, I didn't even want to come on tonight. My guest had got under the weather. I really didn't really want to come on. I didn't, and I'm glad that I did because I want you to get ready. I want you to be serious about becoming responsible gun owners, gun users, and I want you to stop being selfish. Stop being selfish. Share the information, okay, and go out there and get you some training. Find somebody to teach you how to become a responsible gun owner, gun user. Again, God, guns, and war. We're a war family. If we are helping two countries, two nations, that means we're guilty by association. The Turkish prime minister said this: if it wasn't for the West, helping Israel, Israel could be taken out in 3 days. The Turkish prime minister Erdogan said, if it wasn't for the West supporting Israel, Israel could be taken out in 3 days. Okay? He's pulled his ambassadors, his diplomats from the country. Okay? That's very serious. And he made this comment. You don't know when we come. You don't know when we come. We can come at night. Like a subliminal message. You don't know when we're going to show up. If Turkey gets involved, game over. It's going to be on like popcorn. I need you to be serious. I need you to be serious about your survival, about the safety of yourself and your family. Okay? And with that said, I'm going to bring this to an end. There's the information at the bottom of the screen. PayPal, Normal Firearms. Go to lwftraining.com. You can write me at alongwithfirearm@gmail.com. You can subscribe to the channel, like and share. Okay? It is time to be serious, family. It's time for our nation and our people to become serious. It's time for our preachers and our civil rights leaders to stop selling us out, and the business leaders. Okay. It's time to be serious. You heard it here. I've always been an early warning device. Nothing's changed. But the days. Okay. So with that said, I want to thank you all for tuning in. You can be someone else, but you're here. Please, 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 please. Get your water. Get your water. Get your dry food. Get your batteries. Get your bug out bag. Okay. Get your non-perishables. Stock up now. And get your guns. If somebody think you got it, they will take it. They will try to take it. Okay? A lot of you are surrounded by people who don't know you and you don't know them. And if you got it, they will take it. Okay? So with that said, I want to thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate it. Again, like it, share it, subscribe to the channel. And again, salute to Brother Shore for coming on yesterday and on Tuesday. Appreciate the work he's done, the work he's doing. Support Randy Shore, Dr. Shore, Sister Sean. Thank you for showing up on that Tuesday. I support her. I'll have hopefully Chef C on Thursday. I got 2 other guests I'm working on, probably for tomorrow and Tuesday. But again, I'm bringing serious-minded people on because serious-minded people are doing serious things. And I think that we've been on a diet of entertainment for too long, and it's time to get serious and stay serious. Again, get your guns, get your ammo, get your guns, get your ammo, and get some training. Get your guns, get your ammo, get some training. Or better yet, get some training, then get your gun and your ammo in whatever order. It's just that serious. And if nobody's talking about it, that's more the reason why you need to be about it, because I'm from that gun community and we know what time it is. It's time out for the foolishness and watching these television shows that keep you entertained. My message is not to entertain. It's to inform you. It's to educate you. It's to enlighten you. If you want entertainment, this is not that station for that. And I'm unapologetic, and I'm not sorry for not being an entertainer. I'm trying to keep you alive. I'm trying to keep you alive. That's what I want. Okay? So with that said, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. Again, share this video, like it, subscribe to the station, the channel, whatever channel that you're seeing it, subscribe to it. Subscribe. It costs you nothing to subscribe. But I know I'm going to have to activate my Patreon, which I do have a Patreon. I think it's Along with Firearms. Yeah. If you have Patreon, matter of fact, I'll probably put that in at the bottom of the feed moving forward, the Patreon. Because I know these social media platforms don't get too much for gun conversations. And certain stuff you just can't say on these platforms, or they will strike your channel, or just get rid of your channel. Okay. So again, thank you for tuning into LWF training, or Along with Firearms training. I enjoyed you. Share the video. Share the video. Share the video. And I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Always remember this. It is not how much you know, family. It's how much you care. Okay? A lot of folks know a lot. They don't care. And there is a lone wolf in you. That's my goal to bring about. There's a lone for you. There's a lone wolf in you. And I'm gonna bring him out. With that said, have a great day.